everyone, this is Daisy Margaret.
In today's video, we are about to discuss Class 8, Unit 7, Magnetism, Part 6. Topics to be discussed are Earth's magnetism, Earth's magnetic field, and uses of magnets. Earth's magnetism. Earth has been assumed or imagined by the scientists as a huge magnetic dipole. However, the positions of the Earth's magnetic poles is not well defined in the Earth. The Earth it is assumed or imagined as a huge magnetic dipole, but the position of the Earth's magnetic poles is not well defined in the Earth. The south pole of the imaginary magnet inside the Earth is located near the geographic North Pole, and the North Pole of the Earth's magnet is located near the geographic South Pole. So you can see here the South Pole of the magnet, of the imaginary magnet inside the Earth, is located near the North Pole, geographic North Pole, and the North Pole of the Earth's magnet is located near the geographic South Pole. The line joining these magnetic poles is called the magnetic axis. So the line that is joining these magnetic poles only is called as magnetic axis. The magnetic axis intersects the geographic North Pole at a point called the North Geomagnetic Pole or Northern Magnetic Pole. It intersects the geographic South Pole at a point called the South Geomagnetic Pole or Southern Magnetic Pole. The magnetic axis and the geographical axis, that is, axis of rotation, do not coincide with each other. The magnetic axis of the Earth is inclined at an angle of about 10 degree to 15 degree with the geographical axis. So what happens? The magnetic axis of the Earth, it is inclined at the angle of about 10 degree to 15 degree with the geographical axis. So the magnetic axis and the geographical axis, that is the axis of a rotation, they do not meet each other. They do not coincide with each other. Do you know the most powerful magnet in the universe is actually a neutron star called magnetic neutron star located in the Milky Way galaxy. The diameter of the magnetar is 20 km and its mass is 2 to 3 times that of the sun. Its magnetic field is so enormous and lethal that it is capable of absorbing all the iron atoms from the bloodstream hemoglobin of a living body, even if it is positioned at a distance of 1000 km from it. The exact cause of the Earth's magnetism is not known even today. However, some of the important factors which may be the cause of the Earth's magnetism are as follows: masses of magnetic substances in the Earth, radiations from the Sun, action of the Moon. Even today, the exact cause of Earth magnetism is not known. So, some of the important factors are there which may cause the Earth's magnetism, which may be the cause of Earth magnetism. So, what are those important factors? We have three important factors. The first one, masses of the magnetic substances in the Earth, and the second one is the radiations from the sun, and the third one is the action of the moon. These may be some of the important factors which may be the cause of Earth magnetism. However, it is believed that the Earth's magnetic field is due to the molten charged metallic fluid inside the Earth's surface with a core of radius of about 3500 km compared to the Earth's radius of 6400 km. Do you know? Pigeons have extraordinary navigational abilities.
It enables them to find their way back home, even if you take them to a place where they have never been before. The presence of magnetite in their beaks enables them to sense the magnetic field of the earth. Such a magnetic sense is called magnetoreception. Earth's magnetic field. A freely suspended magnetic needle at a point on the earth comes to rest approximately along the geographical north south direction. This shows that the earth behaves like a huge magnetic dipole with its magnetic poles located near its geographical poles. The north pole of the magnetic needle approximately points towards the geographic north, NG. The magnitude of the magnetic field strength at the Earth's surface ranges from 25 to 65 microtesla. Do you know Earth's magnet is 20 times more powerful than a fridge magnet? Uses of magnets. We very well know that we are using magnets in our daily life. We come into contact with magnets often in our daily life. They are used in wide range of devices. Some of the uses of magnets are given. So we are going to discuss about some of the uses of magnets. In the ancient times, the magnet in the form of direction stone were used by seamen to find the directions during a voyage. So in the ancient times, in the older times, the magnet were used as direction stone. So they used magnets to find the direction. The seamen used magnets to find the directions during a voyage. Nowadays, magnets are used to generate electricity in dynamos. Electromagnets are used in our day to day life. They are used in electric bells and electric motors. So, we have many uses. We are specifying some of the uses here. So, magnets are used to generate electricity in dynamos. The electromagnets only are used in our daily life. So, they are used in electric bells and electric motors. Magnets, they are used in loudspeakers and microphones. An extremely powerful electromagnet is used in fast moving maglev train to remain floating above the tracks. So it is used in loudspeakers. Magnets are used in loudspeakers and microphones, and also electromagnet is also used in the fast moving maglev train. In industries, magnetic conveyor belts are used to sort out magnetic substances from the scraps mixed with non-magnetic substances. So you can see here, this is called as magnetic conveyor belts. So this is used to sort out magnetic substances from scrape mixed with non-magnetic substances. And magnets are used in computer in its storing devices such as hard disks. Did you know maglev train, magnetic levitation train, has no wheels? It floats above its tracks due to strong magnetic forces applied by computer controlled electromagnets. It is the fastest train in the world. The speed attained by this train is around 500 km per hour. Electromagnetic train is called as suspension train and also called as flying train. It does not require diesel or petrol. This technology uses the property of magnetic attraction and repulsion to run these super fast electromagnetic trains. So you can see here in the picture, this is called as electromagnetic train. This is also called as suspension train, or it is also called as flying train. This train does not require any diesel or petrol because this technology uses the property of magnetic attraction or repulsion. This property of attraction and repulsion only makes these super fast electromagnetic trains to run.
So these are called as maglev train. Maglev, the explanation for it is MAG, magnetic levitation train, that is maglev trains. So you can see here in the picture levitation. So the levitation is the light poles repel each other. So you can see here the north pole and the north pole. In the track we have the north pole, and in the train we have the north pole. So each poles, they are light poles, they repel each other and they rise up to 10 centimeter. By using attraction and repulsion at the same time, the train moves forward. The magnets are controlled by electricity. So the attraction and repulsion, it happens at the same time and the train moves forward. The magnets, they are controlled by the electricity. So you can see here the unlike poles. This is the north pole and this is the south pole. So the unlike poles attracts each other. Like poles repel each other. What are the key features of this maglev trains? It has no friction, it has high speed, and it has no noise. Which are the countries using these maglev trains? China, Japan, and South Korea. These three countries are currently using maglev trains for public transport. Many countries explore possibilities to use this. So for now, these three countries, China, Japan and South Korea, they are currently using maglev trains for public transport. In India, Mumbai-Delhi, Mumbai-Nagpur, Chennai-Bangalore, Mysore routes are considered for proposal. What about the speed? How much speed? Maximum operating speed is given here in the corner, and the speed record has been given here in the black letters. So you can see here in Japan, the maximum speed, that is the maximum operating speed is 320 km per hour. The speed record is 603 km per hour. In China, the maximum operating speed is 350 km per hour and the speed record is 501 km per hour. In South Korea, the maximum operating speed is 300 km per hour and the recorded speed is 421 km per hour. How does the electromagnetic train work?
Electromagnets are used in electromagnetic train. Electromagnets are magnetized only when the current flows through them. When the direction of the current is changed, the poles of the electromagnets are also changed. What kind of magnets are used in electromagnetic train? Electromagnets are used in electromagnetic train, and these electromagnets, they get magnetized only when the current flows through them. So, when the direction of the current is changed, the poles of the electromagnets are also changed. So when we change the direction of the current, the poles of the electromagnets will also get changed. Like poles of the magnets, which are attached at the bottom of the train and rail track, repel each other, so the train is lifted from the track up to a height of 10 centimeter. At the bottom of the train and in the rail track, the magnets are attached. They are attached in the way that they have like poles to each other. So the bottom of the train and rail track will repel each other so that the train is lifted from the track up to a height of 10 centimeters. So we very well know that we can move any object, any magnetic object with the force of attraction or repulsion properties of the magnet. So this train, this maglev train also moves with the help of the magnets attached on the sides of the track and the magnets fitted at the bottom sideway of the train. By controlling the current, we can control the magnets and the movement of the train. So this is how the electromagnetic train works. As there are no moving parts, there is no friction. So the train can easily attain a speed of 300 km per hour. These trains are capable of running up to 600 km per hour. They do not make any noise. They require less energy and they are eco-friendly. So since these electromagnetic trains, they does not have any moving parts, so that there is no friction, and the train can easily attain a speed of 300 km per hour. It is also capable of running up to 600 km per hour. They do not make any noise and they require very less energy and they are eco-friendly. Even though many countries have taken effort to use these trains, such trains are used for public transport only in China, Japan and South Korea. So where are these electromagnetic trains are used for public transport? The countries they have taken effort to use these trains. So which are the countries they are using electromagnetic train for public transport? China, Japan and South Korea. So in India, the possibilities of introducing these trains are under consideration. So let us see what are the differences between a normal train and an electromagnetic train. So the electromagnetic train, they have no friction, so that it is less in maintenance. But for a normal train, routine maintenance is needed. For an electromagnetic train, no engine, no fuel is required. Since it has no engine, no fuel is required. But for a normal train, energy requires fossil fuels. So in an electromagnetic train, it speeds in excess of 300 meters per hour. A normal train speeds up to 110 meters per hour. These are the differences between a normal train and an electromagnetic train. Do you know the strip on the back of a credit card or debit card is a magnetic strip, often called magstripe. The magstripe is made up of tiny iron based magnetic particles in a thin plastic film. Each particle is really a very thin bar magnet, about 20 millionth of an inch long. In banks, the magnets enable the computer to read the MICR numbers printed on the check. In banks, the magnets enable the computers to read the MICR numbers printed on a check. The tip of these screwdrivers are made slightly magnetic so that the screws remain attached to the tip. At hospitals, MRI, magnetic resonance imaging, is used to scan the specified internal organ. An extremely powerful electromagnet is used in it. Summary of the video: we discussed about Earth's magnetism and Earth's magnetic field, and we discussed many uses of magnets. With this, we are completing Unit 7 Magnetism. If you have not watched the previous videos, you can find the link in the description box to watch them. If you like the video, please do like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.